I'm Steven. Recently, Euclid 2020 questions came out, and today I'm going to do Euclid question 8. If you liked my video, make sure to subscribe to my channel.
Let's get into the question now. So the A sub-question is, 4 tennis players A, B, C, and D take part in a tournament in which total of 3 matches are played. First, 2 players are chosen randomly to play against each other. The other 2 players also play each other. The winner of the 2 matches then to play to decide the tournament's champion. A, B, and C are equally matched. That is, when a match is played between any 2 of them, the probability that each player will win is a half. When D plays against A, B, and C, the probability that D will win is P, or some real number P. Determine the probability that B wins the tournament, and it wants your answer in the form of AP squared plus BP plus C over D, where A, B, C, D are integers. There are only 3 ways to create these matches. They're A against B with C against D, A against C with B against D, A against D with B against C. All of these 3 ways are equally likely to be chosen. Now let's start the casework. So for case 1 and 3, the chance of B win the first round will be a half. So then the chance of B go against D is when D win the first match, which has a probability of P. And then the chance of B win D would be 1 minus P. And the chance of B go against person that is not D, that means D would lose the first match, and that has a probability of 1 minus P. And then the chance of B win again is a half. So in these 2 cases, the chance of B become the champion would be a half times P times 1 minus P plus 1 minus P times a half, which equals to negative a half P squared plus 1/4 P plus 1/4. So in case 2, the chance of B win the first round is 1 minus P, and then the chance of B win the second round would be a half. So the chance of B become the champion would be 1 over 2 minus 1 over 2 times P. So in total, the chance of B become the champion is 2 times negative a half P squared plus 1/4 P plus 1/4 plus 1/2 minus 1/2 P, which equals to negative P squared plus 1. Since we know that all of these 3 cases are equally likely to chosen, then we just simply need to divide it by 3. So our answer is negative P squared plus 1 over 3. Now let's get into question 8b now. So the question is, 3 microphones A, B, and C are placed on a line such that A is 1 kilometer west of B and C is 2 kilometers east of B. A large explosion occurs at point P that is not on the line. Each of the 3 microphones receive the sound. The sound travels at 1/3 kilometers per second. Microphone B received the sound first. Microphone A received the sound half a second later, and microphone C received it 1 second after microphone A. Determine the distance from microphone B to the explosion at P. So now let's graph this. So let's make a perpendicular line from P to AC and intersects AC at point M. So we'll have this figure. So let BM equals to X and PM equals to Y. So the distance from B to P will be square root of X squared plus Y squared. And the distance from A to P would be square root of X plus 1 squared plus Y squared, which equals to square root of X squared plus 2X plus 1 plus Y squared. And the distance from C to P would be square root of 2 minus X squared plus Y squared, and that equals to X squared minus 4X plus 4 plus Y squared. The distance from A to P would be 1/2 times 1/3 equals to 1/6 kilometers, further than the distance from B to P. Also, the distance from C to P would be 1 plus 1/2 times 1/3, which equals to a half kilometer further than the distance from B to P. So now we can have the system of equation, and that is square root of x squared plus 2x plus 1 plus y squared minus square root of x squared plus y squared equals to 1/6. And square root of x squared minus 4x plus 4 plus y squared minus square root of x squared plus y squared equals to a half. Now it really is just come down to solving the system of equation. So if we do this to the first equation, we'll have 72x plus 35 equals to 12 times square root of x squared plus y squared. And if we do that to the second equation, we will have negative 16x plus 15 equals to 4 times square root of x squared plus y squared. So now we'll have 72x plus 35 equals to 12 square root of x squared plus y squared, which equals to 3 times negative 16x plus 15, and that equals to negative 48x plus 45. So we'll have 120x equals to 10, and we'll end up with x equals to 1 over 12. Since we know that 72x plus 35 equals to 12 times square root of x squared plus y squared, and we also know that square root of x squared plus y squared is just the distance between P and B, so that equals to 12pb. And if we just plug in x, we will have 12pb equals to 41, and pb would be just 41 over 12. So there we have our answers.
These two sub-questions are not relevant to each other. For question A, you need some basic probability skill, and for question B, you need some basic geometric skill. If you like my video, make sure to subscribe to my channel.